Here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. It is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody. Whether you are of the Christian faith or any other faith, it doesn't really matter. It's a beautiful time of the year to resurrect your feelings, your love, and everything else that is good in humanity. Okay, let's just have a look, and we've got, I'm pretty sure, Luis Montero in at the top of the comments list again on YouTube. Excuse me a moment. Nothing there, but it feels a bit itchy somehow, you know. Okay, we share abundance. We are the United States of the world. We're a cloud nation. We welcome people from every corner, every continent, every country, every background, every colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level. None of it matters. We're a non-separatist organisation, and people can join us totally free. In fact, we give you $5 to just prove you're a real person and fill your profile in. And all we ask is you come with a positive mental attitude, a willingness to share love and abundance, and you'll fit in great. Right, let me see. We've got somebody else in on YouTube, Riaz Ali, saying hi. So we've got a couple of people in on YouTube. And then what else have we got? Let me get over to Facebook, because we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm heading over there right now. And I'm looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And when I get there, I'll be looking for, I'm going to turn off my speakers because I've got them working again. Okay. We're looking for the 9th of April. And I don't see it. Let me refresh the page and see if that helps. Here we go. 9th of April. That's better. Now we're ready to go. And we've got Andrew in saying good morning from New Zealand. He's got over the Easter Sunday bit. He's into Easter Monday. Not sure whether it's a bank holiday in New Zealand, but I think it probably is. They have a lot of the same traditions that we have in England. Andrew's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you so much, Andrew. And we've got John Tackett. Greetings from the USA. Lovely. Whereabouts in the USA, John? There was somebody else I thought was in. Just let me have a look. GM Full. Don't know. That seems to have disappeared. Okay. Yes, it is a holiday on Monday. Yeah. You know, the United States miss out on Easter. I don't think they have Good Friday. They definitely don't have Easter Monday. But it's a nice long weekend here, and the weather's been good for a bank holiday. You know, it's sod's law that it rains on bank holidays. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow. Okay, from Oregon. Okay, John, lovely to see you from Oregon. Um, just a minute. I think I know you. I think I know you. I think we set up an account for you. Grants Pass. How about that? Grants Pass, Oregon. Okay. Lovely to see you here, John. We got Bettina in from Edinburgh, Scotland. And then we got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. And John saying yes. Okay. Lovely. I like Oregon. Was thinking of moving there at one time when we lived in Southern California. We were up there looking for potential properties to buy, but I don't know, it fell through somehow. we never did get up there. We ended up in Utah. Anyway, there we go. Um, where are we up to? Where are we up to? We're up to your um, updates and things, and we'll be starting just a second with a short prayer to help you find true happiness. True happiness in life cannot be bought. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, doesn't matter how successful you are at chasing money, which is very difficult. Very few people can accomplish that. The people that do manage to chase money down successfully usually accumulate large fortunes, but they're not necessarily happy. Money will buy you all sorts of things, and many of them will give you pleasure at the acquisition, but it won't be lasting. You always want more and more. True happiness only comes through loving service to others. And the great thing about loving service to others is once you get into that routine, that frame of mind, and that attitude, not only do you find that it makes you really happy permanently, true everlasting joy, but it also attracts into your life everything that you want and need anyway. So it's a much better route than trying to chase money down. Just go out there and help people. Okay? So that's what our little prayer is about. We'll be giving you that in a second, and we'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain our non-separatist ideology. Um, we don't pigeonhole people on whether they are fat, thin, Asian, African, European, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all human beings, part of the same family, and all unique. So have something unique to bring to our community, and so are equally valuable and should be treated with equal value and love. Okay, so there we go. Let's get started then with that little short prayer. And it goes like this. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract true happiness in everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, um, the little affirmation we have. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, and with God and truth as our leader, Heavenly Father. May thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a think. Um, I don't have much to report with it being a Sunday, with it being a weekend. No development going on. I've not really progressed anything very much today. Um, I did cook a roast dinner, but that's nothing to do with We Share Abundance, although it did take me a little bit longer than my normal. I usually have about an hour for lunch break, taking the dog out and everything. It took a little bit longer than normal. But other than that, really not much to report. Things are going well with our passive programs and our non-passive programs in We Share Abundance. And we seem to have finally settled down to some programs that appear to be uh, what they say they are. We won't know another year or so, hopefully anyway. Um, you never know what's going to happen with them, but we seem to be doing well now with passive income programs that are outside of our community. Why do we bother with things that are outside our community when we have our own programs? Well, because we've always suggested and taught that multiple income streams is the way for everybody to go. It's bringing security into your life. If one income stream disappears, then you will find that you have many others. So It's like the old adage, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Um, if you drop your basket and all your eggs are in it, boom, you've got a mess on the floor. Um, if you've got your eggs split into various different baskets and you drop one, you've still got plenty of other eggs left uh, for breakfast, you know. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason, of course, is to generate income for We Share Abundance. And the great blessing that business and online business and affiliate marketing and this sort of thing brings is that when we um, offer something to our members and they make money, if they register with our link, we also make money. Quite often, if they register within our network, we make money. For example, Vortic United, which is an amazing plan. It's passive income, really solid. Um, they pay commission through 15 levels. So as long as we're at the top, it doesn't matter who you join under, we will generate some sort of income from that. And that income comes back into We Share Abundance and it helps us to build that liquidity that we need. We need to fill liquidity pools for our tokens. Why? Because if there is no demand for anything, let's get back to eggs. You know, let's suppose you've got a dozen eggs and nobody wants to buy eggs. Those eggs have no value. They're there. Maybe they have value to you because you can eat one a day or something like that, you know. But maybe you don't like eggs either. So you're trying to sell them, nobody wants to buy them. But if everybody suddenly says, I need something to go with my bacon and I need eggs and I can't find any anywhere, those eggs you've got then become valuable because people say, "Oh, he's got some eggs. I want to buy an egg. How much is an egg?" And you can charge whatever you want for it because if they really want it, they'll buy it, and your dozen eggs will go out in sales at high prices very, very quickly. And it's the same with any commodity. And a currency is a commodity, and our currency is no different. If we have a lot of people that want to buy our currency, then we'll be able to maintain or increase our pricing, the value of that currency, and we'll be able to sell it very quickly. If nobody wants to buy our currency, it really has a nominal value, it's notional. So, how do we overcome that? We overcome that by generating wealth, creating income, the same as every country does. You know, a country might be rich because it's got oil reserves, but unless they uh, drill down and get those oil supplies out and put them in barrels or pipelines or whatever, ship them to whoever needs it, it's got no value. But once they start doing that, the income starts flowing into that country and they become wealthy. It's the same with every country. Now, it doesn't mean that every country's got to have oil reserves. They might be good at financial services, or they might be good at building motor cars or aeroplanes, or they might be a country with a lot of sandy beaches and warm climate, and so they're great for tourism. It doesn't matter what the source of the income is, it's the amount of the income. And the more income you have, the greater value that country has, and the more we can support our tokens. So if we generate a lot of income, we can put that in through our treasury into liquidity pools for our currency. And then when our members want to take our currency outside of our country, trade it for dollars or yen or euros or whatever else, we can say, okay, take it out. And they can put it on the market. And if there's nobody jumping in to buy it, we can use our liquidity pool to buy that cash back. So that creates a marketplace for the currency. That creates a demand because people say, oh, look, this currency is good. Whenever you put it up for sale, boom, you can sell it. And so people start snapping it up. So then there are more people wanting to buy it, and there is currency available for sale because you say, I've got my currency here, but it's going up in value every day. I don't want to sell it. So the value goes up more, the demand increases more, and our members are very happy. But we've got to get to that state. We've got to create that income first of all, and we can do it through our own industries that we have within our environment, our the business builder, our soap program, um, our poverty crusher plan, our secondary staking plans, the stable stake. We can do it through primary staking because that um, also generates income. It creates a demand for our tokens. People have to buy our tokens to get involved in the. So all those things help. But if we can also generate income from outside, where people, uh, our members particularly, are making money, and because they're making money, we take a little bit of a commission uh, off their efforts as well. That adds more and more funds into our treasury, and so it's beneficial for everybody. It's a win-win situation. We also have a turnkey cash cow program, which is a done for you program. That is a high ticket item, um, and we are now getting in a position to really go to market that plan, and that will pour much more funds much more quickly into our liquidity pools. We have a collaboration going on for that with Caleb O'Dowd's company, ROI Tips. They will be marketing in collaboration with us, and I'm confident that we will have good, solid sales every month from that program, and that will start to pour cash in. At the moment, we've got little drips of income coming into our liquidity pool. That program will start a trickle, and as we expand it, will become a good, solid flow. We also have our Full Miracle site, which we are in the process of um, setting a contract up with developers to make sure that we get that live, and that has amazing potential. Um, the marketplace for games is huge. It's billions of people that play games, mostly just to pass the time away. For our game, they'll be able to pass the time away. They'll be able to get the kudos of being the top scorer, and they'll also be able to win money and win 7 games consecutively, and they can win large amounts, over $30,000. So that will, I'm sure, be attractive, and it will build up and put even more cash um, into the liquidity pools than any of the other things we've mentioned so far. Let's just check who else is in here. We've got Deborah also in from the USA, from Southern Alabama. We've got Mazwane from not sure where, but my guess would be Nigeria. I don't know. But he's saying happy Easter anyway, so thank you. Um, right. So though everything is going well. We have our own Telegram group for passive income plans that people are they're very popular. And why shouldn't they be? People have been trying to make money from home businesses for many years, long before the internet, and most of them have failed. The percentage of people that actually make a profit from home businesses, traditional, conventional home businesses, affiliate marketing, um, and multi-level marketing is really low. It's well under 10%, um, probably under 5%. There will be people that claim to have made money, um, but it won't be regular income. Usually, it's not enough to cover their expenses. But with passive income programs, and these will become available through the internet, because prior to the internet, only hugely wealthy people could trade forex. It wasn't available to uh, the average person. It certainly wasn't available to people who could only perhaps put in $10 or so. You had to be in there with a big stake to be able to trade forex market. The forex market has expanded. It's over $7 trillion a day now. So that's one thing, because people can now get involved, because through the internet people can pool together and get involved in forex. Then came the advent of cryptocurrencies, which weren't even around previously, but they can also be traded, and they are quite volatile, and so you can make a lot of money quickly and lose a lot of money fast. But what else has happened, and is crashing onwards now, is um, artificial intelligence. And that means that computers can now learn from their activity. So you take that and you also put in, factor in the fact that a computer can do perhaps a million calculations or make a million decisions, where a person could perhaps make 10. You add artificial intelligence to that, and you have a very powerful way of trading forex and crypto. And because of that, there are quite a number of opportunities around that are genuine trading opportunities, where people can um, be involved with relatively small amounts of money and make huge profits that were only available in the past to the multimillionaires anyway, who just got richer and richer. So these programs are available now. Unfortunately, amongst these programs, there are people that say, "Oh, look, people are buying these programs. I'll start one up. I don't need to actually do any trading. I'll just tell people I'm trading, and I'll get them all to put the money in. I'll pay a few commissions out here and there, pay a few dividends out here and there. People will think it's real. And when I've got a big pot, I'm going to run off." That happens. So you get these scam projects in there because uh, some people just get dishonest and greedy. You also get some companies that set up, and they're not really set up as well as they should be. They perhaps cut corners on the software or whatever else, and things don't go as well as they should, and they fail. But we seem now to have a pool of some successful programs. Keeping our fingers crossed, we can never guarantee that they're going to be around for as long as we would like them to be. But we have these programs and they're all doing well. People are getting paid, making money, getting into profit. And of course, the more that goes on with the compounding that you're able to do, I mean, to make 1% per day doesn't sound a lot. It's still good because if you make 1% per day, it's 365% a year if it's 7 days a week. But with compounding, that 1% a day can be hugely greater than 365%. And it is possible to find plans and that can genuinely create more than 1% per day, and you can compound it. With that, it means that everything can move along much faster. Compounding is really powerful. So these plans can be very beneficial, not only to our members individually who are making the money with them, but also to us as having introduced people to these plans, putting money into our treasury, the liquidity pools, and that benefits all the members. Okay, um, we have our own Telegram group for programs that are outside of uh, our boundaries. Our internal programs, we've got a support team. You put in support tickets if you've got questions. Plans that are outside our boundaries sometimes have their own Telegram groups, sometimes they don't. They have different support angles and sometimes they don't. So we tend to try and offer support in there. When I'm talking about support, I'm not talking about being a wet nurse. We can't wet nurse people. We give you the information. We provide the information for you. It's up to you to go through the information. And it's also up to you to do your own due diligence. Don't come back if something goes wrong and say, oh, well, you suggested this. Because we're going to say, well, tough. We also said, do your own due diligence and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And everything in life carries a risk. And these are no different. So when you get into these groups, don't expect somebody to hold your hand all the way through. You're expected to read the information that's in there, follow the instructions, and take the time to do it. I get people that say, um, what is the withdrawal situation for um, into X or whatever it's called? I can't remember the name. I never could remember the name. To find that out, I've got to go to there. I've got to go into their FAQ page. I've got to look through their FAQ, get the answer, and give it to you. You should be doing that. You shouldn't be asking other people to do that for you. The information is there. You go and find it. Okay. But if you have difficulty with something, technical difficulty, then we'll do our best to help. But we can't dot all the I's and cross all the T's for you. You know, you've got to take some responsibility on of doing things. If we say this is how you do it, you do that, you do that, you do that, and you do that. And you say, okay, thank you, I've done that and that and that and that. Have I done it right? Well, if you've done what we told you, yeah, you've done it right. We shouldn't have to go by and check your work to see that you followed the instructions. So, from our point of view, that is what we're here for, and that's what we can help you with. We don't have time, as I say, to be wet nurses, but we will provide you with the information you need and the help you need, and especially if it's something that isn't covered um, within the information that is available. I'm off my soapbox now. Okay, things are going well, generally speaking. A lot of these programs have their own Telegram groups, but they can be very, very officious. They can be very picky, and sometimes they get fed up as well with people asking the same question over and over again and not following instructions. And that's understandable because you're taking up those people's time, especially if they are also involved in making payments out and doing other things. Like in the Double Up program, Rebecca does pretty much everything herself. And if there are lots of questions or misinformation or things in the Telegram group she runs, it just takes so much time up. So she gets behind on the other things. And then because she's behind on the other things, people are saying, why is it taking so long? Just compounding the thing. So that's why we said, don't get into those groups, leave them alone. Come to us. You'll get the same information that's in those groups. You'll get the same answers, but you're not impacting the efficiency of the program. Okay, so that is where we're at, and those are doing well. They're all going well at the moment. The one that I think is the safest and will be around for the longest um, is Vortex United. I hope they all last forever, but that would be perhaps pushing fate a little bit too far. But you never know. You never know. They all seem to be doing well. But Vortex United today, if you want to make a withdrawal, they make only once a week on Monday. You've got to get your withdrawal request in from Vortex by 11 p.m. London time. So you've got, what time is it now? 7:30. You've got 3.5 hours to get your withdrawal request in. You can, of course, if you've got funds in there, uh, a sufficient amount, it's going to be $50 to buy a package. You can actually withdraw it. You've only got $10. You can get $10 or more out. But to buy another package, you've got to have a minimum of $50. If you've got that, you can, of course, reinvest it and not reinvest it really, but buy a new package, buy another package. And that is the effect of compounding your income. You're taking it and you're reinvesting it. You're putting it into more investments, compounding it instead of spending it. And that's the secret of the wealthy. You know, the wealthy, uh, out of every $100, they'll reinvest the bulk of it, maybe 50, 60, 70%. They'll perhaps put 10% on one side. They'll use another 10% to advertise or something like that. The amount that they actually spend out of that is tiny. It's a tiny percentage that they use to buy the things that they would like to have but can do without. So they'll do without them to create more. The people that aren't wealthy get $100 and they go and they buy a bigger TV. Okay. Uh, in a nutshell, that's the difference. So don't go out and buy a bigger TV. Get it reinvested. Compound your income. Once you've compounded your income for 12 to 18 months, you'll have sufficient in there to be able to buy anything you want and still be growing your income. But you're going to have that patience and persistence to do it. Okay. Um, I don't think I've got anything else to cover. I've got numbers. I looked at my numbers today and I didn't have anything from yesterday. I don't know why, but the last ones I gave you were the 7th of April and it's the 9th today. So these are for the last 48 hours instead of the last 24. The last 48 hours, we have a net decrease of 3 in our registered members to 38,804. Net decrease because every day we take out people uh, that have not logged in for 2 months. It's, if they're not logged in a 2 month period, they're not interested. They've probably forgotten about us anyway. And so we just clear the database out. We quite often get people that are introduced and they come along and people say, join this, and they click and they join and they say, KYC, oh, I'm doing that, boom, that's it, boom, off they go. So they register, they don't go through the process and get involved. And so why have them in the database? We take them out, but we always get new registrations every day, almost every day. I think there's very few days that go by when I don't have a little email that says, congratulations, you've referred somebody new into We Share Abundance. And I don't actively do much marketing for We Share Abundance. No big pushes. I don't run any big campaigns. I say I have a little happy birthday message I put on people's Facebook page when it's their birthday. And I send out emails to everybody with the email that I send out. I also message our members, and some of our members do well by just taking that message that I've sent, converting that into an email for themselves. All they need to do is change the links, make sure it's their links in there, not mine. My links, of course, are admin links, so people join just under admin. It doesn't. I don't draw any commissions or anything from anything that we do here. But you can take those messages and you can just change the affiliate link in them to your own affiliate link. Sometimes I send you to my blog. I sometimes get time to do a little page on the blog very quickly. I've had that blog for years, and you can also, if you choose, duplicate that blog page and make your own blog. It's I have no objections to anybody doing that at all. So you can just copy it, change the links, of course. Make sure you always change the links. But you can also just, when you're referring people, say, get the link from the downline builder in We Share Abundance. If you're promoting the Double Up program, for example, only you can't do that because there isn't a link in there because it doesn't have a website. But if you're promoting CoinMarketBall or Afrique arbitrage system or whatever, those are in our downline builder. You can say, you can get the link from the downline builder, just register with We Share Abundance, it's free. When you get into your dashboard, just look for multiple income streams, go through them and pick out the ones that you like. Okay, so that way you get people to sign up for We Share Abundance and they go through all those links. And if you've been through all those links, you've changed all those affiliate IDs to your own affiliate IDs. And so when somebody joins under your link, they see your affiliate ID and they join these other platforms under you. It's very powerful if you work it. If you don't work it, a spade in the garage won't dig a hole. Okay, right. So that pretty much covers it, as I say, for what we've got. No, it doesn't, because I've been talking about lots of things and I didn't even get onto the active members. In the last 48 hours, we've had an increase of 5 in our active members. That's pretty low for this time of the month, but it'll increase. And active members are people that are logging in on a regular daily basis. And Multiply WISA, we have 1 new email verified member, and we have an increase of $1 in our bonus pool in there, $10,098.19. And those small increases that we get there are simply from logging in and getting the revenue share from Multiply WISA. We need to build liquidity pools because we have not only the WISA Abundance token, which we give you your free issues, and we give out in the free raffle prizes every month. Um, but we also have the Visa token, and both of them need support. And once we've got strength in the Visa Abundance token, we can then strengthen and build the Visa token, and the Visa token then will strengthen the Multiply Visa program again. It was very good when we started, um, but the um, the crash of the Visa tokens, I'm not going into details now, uh, largely my fault for allowing too many out on the market too quickly, but there are other factors. Um, that took the wind out of the sails of that plan. We are in the doldrums with it. We're not sinking. We are progressing. We are moving forward, but we need the income. We need the liquidity pools. We need to build our treasury, expand our economy. Okay, let's have a look back in the Melon app and see what we've got in the comments there, because that is where we see it's from YouTube, from what's the other one? Twitch. Occasionally, we don't normally get many from Twitch. We don't get an awful lot on YouTube, to be quite honest. And we haven't got any questions in there. There's no need for me to keep you. For those interested in the rugby, Saracens got dumped out of the cup, so it means that Exeter, which is um, the local rugby team in our neck of the woods down in the southwest of England, will have to travel to France to play in the semi-final there. It'll be a tough game for them, but they are an exceptionally good side, although they've not hit the heights that they were hitting a few seasons ago. But they can do it, but they'll need to play an almost perfect game to win in France. Okay. That having been said, I think that covers everything, um, including the sport. Oh, here we got a question. With the Easy Business Builder program, what exactly am I supposed to do with it now that I purchased it? Promote it. The easiest way to promote it is by giving away the coupons that you have. Um, you get everybody gets coupons to give away, but as a free member, you only get two. Um, and the more levels up you are, the more coupons you get. Just make sure that you give away those coupons and help people to use them. People that get those coupons, it can be a godsend to them. Um, you give away a coupon, they'll get 5 coupons to give away. They give away those 5 coupons and they'll make $15. It's cost you nothing, it's cost them nothing, and you will also make income from giving away your coupons. They'll make income from giving away their coupons. They'll be building their network. You'll be building your network. It's a win-win-win situation. Um, go through the website. There's a lot of pages in there. We should put what do they call it? Where you build the different pages. Not a menu as such, but a site index or something. I can't remember what they call them now. Just has a list of all the pages, and you can click. But they are located through your dashboard usually. There are tips on how to promote the SOAP program. There's a link for that in your dashboard, and you can um, send people to the relevant page as well. I give a coupon away today, in usually every day in the messages that I send out and use the same link. I can't remember what link I'm on. I think it's so it's we share abundance forward slash or .com forward slash soap forward slash um, question mark u equals my username from me forward slash coupon code or something like that. It's all there. It's there for you. Just change the username to your username. Promote the same page. Oh no, it's Splash 5, I think I'm using at the moment. We have splash pages there that you can use. You can put them up on traffic exchanges. You can do all sorts. The only limit you have is how far you can see. You know, I used to live in Bermuda and the horizon's 2.8 miles away. The nearest landfall is in, I think it's in North Carolina, about 650 miles away. Bermuda is one of the most remote islands in the world. And you've got people, maybe not today because it was 50 years since I lived in Bermuda, but 50 years ago, there were people, it's only about 28 square miles, 22 square miles, I can't remember exactly. It's a little over 20 square miles. That's it. And it's an archipelago of islands, and there were people that have been born on one of those islands that have never left that island. There were people there that had lived all their life in that tiny little 1 square mile, apart from going out fishing in their boats. Um, they hadn't even, explored the rest of the island. And there is an island mentality where people get very limited in their vision because they can't see anything. If you climb to the top of a mountain, you can see lots and lots of things, and it expands your mind. You live on a little island, and all you can see is sea and the horizon. You don't. People get restricted. Don't get involved in being on an island. Climb the mountains. Look out over everything that is available. And when you've done that, find another mountain and climb. You get a different view from that one. There's always a new mountain. Okay. So that is what you can do. Um, use the splash pages. Use the ones that you like best. Create your own. Do whatever it takes to help other people. You do that, you'll be successful. What is success? Being happy. Okay, that is your path to happiness. That's it from me. I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, be we warriors. Get out there. Be of service. Share love and abundance. Go the extra mile. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. I'll see you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah, in a wild crocodile.